Welcome back to another FPL video. This is the Game Week 26 wildcard and free hit special. I will of course take a look at the best possible wildcard and free hit team ahead of Game Week 26, and I will of course focus on the two teams that will have a double game week, Arsenal and Wolves. Let's have a look. My goalkeeper on a Game Week 26 wildcard is Sanchez. Still think that at 4.9 he is really good value and a cheap option and a way into the Chelsea defense. Of course it's possible to go for David Raya, the Arsenal goalkeeper. He's priced at 5.9, so 1 million more expensive, but I think that we could have three other Arsenal players as well. So at the moment I still think that Sanchez is a really good buy. On the bench I have Dubravka. He is the only starting 4.0 at the moment, so it makes sense having Dubravka on the bench. So my goalkeepers on a wildcard will be Sanchez in goal with Dubravka on the bench. Let's have a look at defense. So one of the reasons why I went for Sanchez in goal is the fact that I have doubled up on the Arsenal defense with both Timber and Gabriel. Of course it's possible to avoid Timber. He has actually been a bit injured. He might miss one of the games, but if Timber is confirmed to be fit, I would definitely have him in a wildcard. So Raya is another option. I think that Saliba actually could be a safe option into the Arsenal defense as well, but the thing that I like about Timber is the fact that he is actually the defender with the highest expected goal involvement. So I think that Timber owners, they have been a bit unlucky recently because he haven't really delivered any attacking returns. But Arsenal, they are the best defense in the league. They can pick up defensive contributions, big threats at attacking set pieces. So Timber is definitely a really good pick if he's fit. So Timber and Gabriel in defense. The last spot goes to Munoz. The thing is that Crystal Palace, they haven't really looked that great, but considering the fixtures, they have a really good fixture both in Game Week 26 and Game Week 27 as well. So Munoz, we know about his attacking threat. I think that he could be a really good option. Be aware that Crystal Palace and Arsenal, both of them will actually blank in Game Week 31, so you have to at least sell one of those players ahead of Game Week 31. On the bench, I have a really good option, Mukiele. Don't have the best fixture in Game Week 26, so he will stay on the bench playing against Liverpool. The last player is a really good value asset, Hill from Bournemouth. They have some lovely fixtures coming up, so he can actually be played as well. He's on the bench in Game Week 26 playing against Everton. I would definitely start my Arsenal double up with Munoz as well. Let's have a look at the midfield. Bruno Fernandes is in. He has been in really good form since he returned from injury. In Game Week 26, they have a good game against West Ham. So I think that, of course, no double game week for Man United, but I think that Bruno Fernandes can be a really good option for Game Week 26. The next player is a big differential. I talked about the fixtures when discussing Munoz in defense. Sarr as well. He might potentially be on penalties for Crystal Palace, so only selected by 2% of the managers, so he could be a really good buy ahead of Game Week 26. The next player in midfield is Rice. He will have a double game week, so it's a triple up on Arsenal with Timber, Gabriel and Rice as well. He is on some set pieces for Arsenal. He can pick up defensive contributions. He can chip in with goals as well, but I think that Rice definitely is one of the safest options to pick from the Arsenal midfield. So Saka, injury risk up front. Gyökeres, they have Gabriel Jesus as well. Trossard could be an option, Madueke, but I think that Rice definitely is the safest option. The next player is Enzo Fernandez. Cole Palmer, same as with Saka, he has been a bit injured. He might not play 90 minutes, so we know that Enzo Fernandez is second in line for penalties, so definitely a really good pick. They have a decent fixture in Game Week 26 as well, playing at home against Leeds, so Enzo Fernandez definitely one to consider. The last player in midfield is actually Mbeumo, so a double up on Man United. He has done well ever since returning back to England from AFCON, so I think that doubling up on the Man United midfield with both Bruno Fernandes and Mbeumo for a good fixture against West Ham could be a really good idea. So midfield, Bruno Fernandes, Sarr, Rice, Enzo Fernandez, Mbeumo, really powerful midfield. Let's take a look at the forwards as well. Up front, I've gone for Erling Haaland. I don't really like that many forwards at the moment, so I actually have Erling Haaland and 2 cheap options. Mane, he has done well for Wolves recently. He's a big threat, good expected goal involvement as well, and of course they have a double game week in game week 26, so starting Mane in game week 26 could be ideal, and of course he's easily benched when Wolves have tougher fixtures coming up. So Erling Haaland, thing is that his ownership is really high, still 70% owned. He will be massively captained at home against Fulham. So the thing is that he hasn't really delivered, but the fact that if he scores a brace against Fulham, and if you don't own him, your rank will take a big hit. So for safety reasons, I think that including Erling Haaland makes sense. It's not that it's really hard to have a strong team with Erling Haaland in it. The budget options haven't really delivered so far this season. We have the likes of Mo Salah, Cole Palmer, Saka. They're not really essential at the moment, so I think that Erling Haaland, he can easily fit into our teams. So Mane in the starting 11 as well. On the bench I have Krupi Jr., another really good budget option. Good fixtures for Bournemouth coming up, and he is actually one of the best players to own from Bournemouth at the moment. I really like Tavernier as well. He is their first choice penalty taker, but he is injured, so I think that Krupi Jr. is a good option at the moment. So this would be my wildcard team ahead of game week 26. Sanchez in goal, double up on the Arsenal defense with both Timber and Gabriel. I have Munoz in for the good fixtures and a powerful midfield with Bruno Fernandes, Sar, Rice, Enzo Fernandes and Mbumo. And up front, Erling Haaland and another double game week player in Mane. Of course, you can load up on Wolves players as well, tripling up on both Arsenal and Wolverhampton, but in game week 31, both Man City and Wolves, they will blank. The same goes for Crystal Palace and Man City, they will blank in game week 31, so unless you're playing your free hit chip in game week 31, I think it makes sense not tripling up on Wolves in game week 26. Of course, we will get some free transfers from game week 26 all the way until game week 31, so offloading at least one Arsenal player, one Crystal Palace player as well, one of Munoz or Sar. So we can of course have 3 players on the bench, but I think that at least having a starting 11 for game week 31 makes sense. I will make another video with an updated chip strategy and the expected blanks and doubles for the rest of the season as well. So if you're interested, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss that one. But this was the wildcard team. Let's have a look at a free hit team as well. Thanks for watching. Please consider giving this video a like, and if you enjoy the content, please subscribe to the channel. I have live Q&As always the night before the deadline, and I have deadline streams as well, and I post weekly team selection videos and wildcard and free hit updates as well. So if you're interested, give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. Double game week 26 free hit team. If you're not really satisfied with your team and if you want to save your wildcard, a free hit in double game week 26 to take advantage of the good fixtures for Arsenal might be a good idea. But in goal, I would actually go for Raya. He is a really safe option and a safe way into the Arsenal defense. 5.9, so a bit expensive, but he will most probably play both games in the double. On the bench I have Dubravka. He is the only starting 4.0, so it makes sense having him on the bench. Let's have a look at defenders as well. In defense I would go for Cucurella. He has a good fixture at home against Leeds, and I think that he has the potential to deliver attacking returns as well as a clean sheet in game week 26. I have a double up on the Arsenal defense with Gabriel. He is a really good way into the Arsenal defense. He is quite expensive, priced at 7 million, but I definitely think that he is worth his price tag. He can pick up defensive contributions, he can get attacking returns, and Arsenal, they are definitely good enough to keep at least one clean sheet in the double. So Gabriel, he should be included. I think that there will be a lot of FPL managers captaining, even triple captaining Gabriel in game week 26 as well. So if you don't own him, your rank might take a big hit. The last player is another defender with big attacking threat. Munoz, good fixture playing at home against Burnley, so I think that he should be included. On the bench I have Senesi, decent fixture against Everton, and I have Mukiele as well. Hopefully we will not need our bench with the free hit in double game week 26. So let's have a look at the midfield. In midfield, this is pretty close to what I have selected on the wildcard that I discussed a couple of minutes ago. I have Bruno Fernandes, good fixture against West Ham. I have Sar, big differential. Talked about the fixture while discussing Munoz at home against Burnley. He might be on penalties for Crystal Palace, so he should be included on a free hit. I have Rice as well, a safe option into to cover the Arsenal attack. He's on some set pieces, taking corners and free kicks for Arsenal. He can pick up defensive contributions and score goals as well. So Rice, he should be in. You can, of course, take a punt on players like Trossard or Madueke. I think that there is a possibility that they will only start one of the two games in the double. So Rice definitely as the safest option. The next player is Enzo Fernandez. Good fixture for Chelsea, playing at home against Leeds. He might be the first choice penalty taker in this fixture if Cole Palmer is not on the pitch. So Enzo Fernandez, a really good option. The last player is Mbumo. So it's a double up on Man United. Having Mbumo in the team definitely makes sense considering the West Ham fixture. So in midfield, Bruno Fernandes, Sar, I have Rice, Enzo Fernandez and Mbumo. Let's have a look at the forwards. Up front, I've gone for Erling Haaland. He is in good fixture for Man City, playing at home against Fulham. Erling Haaland, he was rested ahead of game week 25 in the EFL Cup, so I think that he will start the next couple of games for Man City. At some point, he will most probably turn this season around. He has had some bad game weeks, but I think that he will start scoring at some point. We know that he is the first choice penalty taker for Man City, and we also know that he is the most selected player as well. So if he does well and if you don't own him, your rank will take a big hit. The next player is another double game week player, Mane. He has looked really good, passes the eye test, good attacking stats, and he has a double game week playing against Nottingham Forest and Arsenal. Not expecting that much against Arsenal, but hopefully he can do something against Nottingham Forest. On the bench, I have Igor Jesus, the Nottingham Forest forward, playing at home against Wolves. Might be a good fixture for him, but hopefully we will not need him. So this is my wildcard team ahead of double game week 26. Raya and Gabriel in defense, double up on the Arsenal defense, and I have a Rice in as well. Cucurella, Munoz, two attacking defenders, and I have a strong midfield with Bruno Fernandes, Sar, Enzo Fernandez, and Mbumo. Up front, one of the most expensive players and one of the cheapest starting options. So with Erling Haaland and Mane. Please let me know what you think about this team in the comments down below. I will make another video with my chip strategy and the updated expected blanks and doubles for the rest of the season. So if you're interested, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss this video. Thanks for watching. Consider giving this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more FPL content.